It's 3 a.m. The house is silent, and your eyes snap open. No noise, no nightmare. You just woke up. You check the clock, and there it is again, 3:04. Almost the same time as last night, and the night before. If this is you, you're not broken, you're not cursed, and you're not alone. Millions of people wake at nearly the same time every single night, and once you know why, it stops being scary. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't sleep in one smooth stretch. Your sleep moves in waves called cycles, and each one lasts about 90 minutes. In the first half of the night, you sink into deep sleep, the heavy, dreamless kind where your body repairs itself. A truck could drive past, and you wouldn't flinch. But as the night goes on, that deep sleep gets shorter, and your sleep gets lighter and lighter. By around 3 a.m., your deepest sleep is already behind you. Now you're floating in the shallow end, and in the shallow end, the smallest thing can wake you. At the same time, around 3 to 4 a.m., your core body temperature drops to its lowest point of the whole day. Picture your body as an engine, idling at its slowest setting. Heart rate, breathing, temperature, all turned down low. And right at that low point, two chemicals quietly swap places. Melatonin, the sleepy hormone, peaks and begins to fall. Cortisol, the wake-up hormone, starts to rise to get you ready for morning. It's a shift change, and during a shift change, you are extremely easy to wake. Remember, you're already in light sleep, so now the little things break through. A full bladder, a car outside, your partner rolling over, a room 1 degree too warm. In deep sleep, your brain ignored all of these, but at 3 a.m., the door is wide open, and any single one of them pulls you out. And if this has gotten worse as you've aged, you're not imagining it. As we get older, deep sleep shrinks. We spend more of the night in that light, easily broken sleep. We wake more often, and the bladder gets needier. So if you slept like a rock in your 20s, but now wake at 3 a.m. like clockwork, nothing is wrong with you. It's simply what sleep does as we age, and it happens to almost everyone. But here's the strangest part of all. It's not just that you wake up, it's how you feel when you do. At 3 a.m., a small worry suddenly feels enormous. A bill, an awkward conversation, a mistake from years ago. In daylight, you'd shrug it off. At 3 a.m., it feels like the walls are closing in. There's a reason for that. While you sleep, the calm, rational part of your brain, the part that says, relax, it's fine, is basically offline. But the fear center, the part that sounds the alarms, is still wide awake. So you're left with all of your fears and none of your defenses. Your problems didn't grow. Your brain just lost the part that keeps them in perspective. And by morning, the same problem looks small again. And then, we quietly make it worse. You see the clock and you think, 3 a.m. again. I have to be up in 4 hours. I need to sleep right now. And that little spark of panic releases adrenaline. Your heart speeds up. You get more alert, the exact opposite of what sleep needs. So the harder you fight to fall back asleep, the more awake you become. The clock becomes the enemy. Now, for the part that might change how you see this forever. For most of human history, waking up in the night wasn't a problem. It was normal. Before electric lights, people didn't sleep in one block. They slept in two. They went to bed after dark, slept for a few hours, then woke in the middle of the night for an hour or so. They'd think, pray, talk quietly, or tend the fire. Then they went back to bed for their second sleep. They even had names for it, first sleep and second sleep. And that quiet hour in the middle of the night was often called one of the most peaceful parts of the entire day. So when you wake up at 3 a.m., you may not be malfunctioning at all. You may be doing exactly what your ancestors did every single night, on purpose. So what do you do when it happens? The less you fight it, the faster it passes. Don't stare at the clock. Don't count the hours you've lost. Don't treat it like an emergency, because it almost never is one. Stay calm, and your body will usually drift back on its own. If it won't, getting up for a few minutes in dim light, doing something boring, works far better than lying there battling it. And only if it's wrecking your nights for weeks is it worth mentioning to a doctor. For most people, on most nights, 3 a.m. isn't a sign that anything is wrong. It's just your deepest sleep ending. your temperature bottoming out, your hormones changing shift, and light sleep letting the world back in, all right on schedule. So tonight, if your eyes snap open and the clock reads 3 a.m., don't panic. Just smile, roll over, and remember, your body is doing exactly what it was built to do.